I am currently packing for vacation, and as usual, I'm waiting till the very last second. I hate packing. I want to share with you today a whole bunch of items that I have found over the years that make packing so much easier. They help keep me organized, they help keep me tidy and all my belongings together when I'm traveling, and I just absolutely love them. So I want to share with you today in case you are a fellow packing hater as well. I really do think that these items will make your life so much easier. Hey guys, so it is literally the 11th hour. We are leaving for vacation tomorrow morning very early, and it's already past 3 p.m. here. This is kind of my MO. I hate packing. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I have found some items that have helped me so much over the years. They really help me get organized to pack and then keep me organized while I'm on my trip, which is one thing I hate about traveling is I can't stand living out of a suitcase. I'm a huge germaphobe, so I never put my clothes in the dressers wherever we stay. And this will help me keep all of my items organized and tidy, and that way I'm not losing my mind every time I'm trying to pull out clothing to get ready to go somewhere on vacation. Before we get started, go ahead and let me know in the comments which one you hate more, packing or unpacking. Remember, I am frugal, so everything I'm going to show you in this video today is super inexpensive. Nothing is going to cost you a lot of money. If you see things you like, I'm going to have everything linked down below in the description box. But do not rush out and buy all these things just because you're going on a trip if it's not in your budget. So the first thing I want to show you, this is so important. I don't know about you, but I cannot sleep without a fan in the room. I have tried sound machines before, and for some reason it just doesn't have the same effect for me. I'm really not sure why, but a few years ago I got this travel fan. I picked this up at Target. It is called the Vornado. I don't know if that's backwards for you guys. It's really small. It kind of moves and tilts. It's not super loud, but when I travel with it, I actually put it right on the nightstand in the hotel, plug it in and put it right by my head. So it's definitely loud enough to give me that fan sound and help me fall asleep. So this little guy always goes in my suitcase. He is priority number one. The next thing I do is I am sure to take laundry bags. So this bag, I believe, also just came from, I think this came from Amazon. So again, I'll link this below. It's just a plain mesh bag. It does tie at the top. So when we are in a hotel, I just kind of hang this from one of the doors and we throw all of our dirty clothes in here. The cool thing about this is when I get home, I put all the dirty clothes in the laundry plus the bag. Like I said, I'm a huge germaphobe, so I don't even want the bag hanging around my house until this is washed as well. This thing is huge. It works really well, and believe it or not, I take 2 of these. So I have one like this, and I have this pretty one. This is from Target. Same thing, this doesn't have near as big of a strap, so if you're carrying it to a laundromat or something, you're more so going to carry it with your hands. But the great thing about this is if you're road tripping like we are, you can just throw your dirty clothes in this, cinch it up, and throw it in one of your suitcases, and it won't get any of the other clean clothing in your suitcases dirty. So these are a must. Like I said, we are a family of 4, so I take 2 just in case we are somewhere where we're not able to do laundry. Sometimes we do accumulate a bunch of dirty laundry by the end of the trip. This makes a huge difference because what happened before is I used to come home and wash everything. Even stuff that wasn't dirty wasn't even touched. So this way, I keep the dirty laundry completely separate and I do not have to wash the clean laundry when we get home. This next item isn't necessarily for packing, but it is something I do take with me when we are road tripping. This is called a purple mat. Now this is a little bit more expensive. This, I believe, cost me $30-some at Sam's, but you might have heard of them. They also do mattresses, which I'm kind of dying to try. This thing is amazing. Maybe you've seen YouTube videos on it where people are putting an egg on here and then sitting on it and it does not break. It's crazy. I have some issues where I get some numbness in the back of my legs when I sit too long, so this is something I bring along when we're going on long trips in the car, and it definitely makes a huge difference. So if you are road tripping, I guess you could take it on a plane as well, but you would have to fit it in your personal item bag. It actually folds up or rolls up really small, so I will go ahead and link that down below. This thing is amazing. It also has this really cool case. It comes right out of here, so this can go in the wash as well. I'm all for washable products. The next item is my travel pillow. This is my Sharper Image memory foam pillow. This thing feels amazing. I don't even know if you can see how squishy it is. It's amazing. The black pillowcase does remove and you can wash it, but it fits really snug, and I didn't want to risk damaging the small zipper on this velour pillowcase that comes with the pillow. So I grabbed this 2-pack of satin small pillowcases, put it right in there, zip it up, and then I can wash the gray pillowcase when I get home. This is perfect for the plane, the car ride, anywhere you travel, or even if you just need a tiny pillow somewhere at home. I know a lot of people use it as a lumbar pillow behind their office chair. Absolutely love this thing, and both of my kids have been trying to steal it from me. They better back off. The next item is this travel blanket. So this is very thin, you can almost see through it. This is like the t-shirt sheets that you get for your bed, so it's almost a little flannelly but not hot. I don't think that explained it very well, but it's not huge. It's probably 4 by 4 or 4 by 5 feet, and I just picked this up. This will be my first time using it, but when we drive in the car, my husband loves it frigid in the car, and I am always cold. So I thought this little blanket would be a great thing to grab. I could cover my legs or almost just drape it over my shoulders without having to quite go the way of wearing a big sweatshirt. I thought it would help keep me warm, and I could easily take it on and off when I didn't need it. Okay, so this one's kind of funny, but the next item I use are shower caps. And I clearly use these to pack my shoes in. So when I'm packing shoes, I really don't want them touching all of my clean clothing. So I just go to the dollar store and get this 6-pack of shower caps, and I just reuse them over and over. They're very cheap. They're not good quality. You could obviously get some of the good quality, the thicker plastic ones or the thicker material ones that you could reuse over and over and over. I had spent enough money on this trip, so I just ran out and grabbed this 6-pack. I will reuse them as often as I can until they break. I was thinking about purchasing the actual shoe bags you can get from Amazon. I'll link those down below as well, just so you can see what I mean. I haven't had those before, so I wasn't sure of the quality. I wasn't sure if they were worth the money to spend for the bags. One other note is I don't know how well these would work for men's shoes. I wear a size 7.5 in women's, and there's a little bit more room here, but if you are a man with a big shoe size, I think you might have to purchase the actual shoe bags because I don't think your shoes will fit in these. But for me, these work perfectly. Only cost me $1 for 6 of them, and they definitely will keep all the shoe germs off your clothes. The next item is a jewelry holder. Now, I don't wear much jewelry, but I really love this thing. I think I found this on Amazon a couple years ago, so I will search and see if I can find the same one or a very similar one. It just opens up and has a whole bunch of different compartments. This is almost like a micro suede material. I don't think you can see it because of the lighting right now, but this is a zipper pocket. This is, can you see that? There, you can see it. This is where you can put all your stud earrings into those holes so they don't get lost. Here's another zipper pouch. It's perfect for bracelets or watches. This fastens together where you can actually slide your rings on here and snap it so they will all stay on there. And then here's another zipper pouch for necklaces or bracelets, whatever you need. Then you just zip it all closed and everything stays nice and safe and protected in here. The next item is something that's gotten really big over the years, so I'm sure you've heard of them before. These are packing cubes. I had purchased this set maybe 2 years ago on Amazon. So I love using the packing cubes because they really help keep all of your clothes organized and everything together. And that way when you get to your destination, I actually keep all my clothes in the packing cubes and I can just grab what I want. I know exactly where it is and exactly where to look for it, and it keeps everything from getting wrinkled because it's all sitting in the same position without being jostled around and crumbled all over your suitcase. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what this came with. This comes with a medium pouch, and I love how they're mesh at the top so you can see the contents. This is the medium pouch, and it's actually pretty big. I will probably keep swimsuits. In this one, I'm probably only taking 2 or 3 swimsuits with me, so I will throw those in here so I know exactly where they are and I don't lose them. Here's a bigger pouch. I don't know what I'll put in here. I didn't get that far yet. But here's a bigger pouch. Then there is a smaller cube where I will probably put my bras and underwear, keep them all together for the trip. There's a medium one. This will probably be shorts or tank tops in this one. And then here's a larger pouch where I'll probably go ahead and put my pants or maybe lounge clothing that I'm just relaxing in or wearing to bed. I don't know if you can see how big that is here. This one's pretty big. This one actually will take up half the size of a carry-on suitcase. So the cool thing about packing cubes, if you have not seen them before, is even though they're very flimsy, once you fill them up with clothing, I actually usually roll my clothing, or you can fold it using the Marie Kondo method. That way when you look from the front, you can see everything right in line and you know exactly what's in here. Then once they're full, they stand up better on their own and you can just stack them on top of one another in your suitcase, and they're all made to fit perfectly inside your suitcase. If you guys have not used these before, you have to try them. I promise you, you will love them. And the best part is once they're all unpacked, they can all fold up and fit into the smallest pouch, and they take up virtually no room to store. The next item that has helped me tremendously when packing is a good quality makeup bag. Now this is mostly empty, so that's why it looks so small. It's a pretty good size without being huge. This one actually came in my FabFitFun box from last year, and I love it. It's nice vinyl on the outside so you can clean it and wipe it down if it gets dirty. The top opens and it has a zipper pouch here, and here it has spots for your makeup brushes, and then this will go over top and keep them flat so the brushes don't get messed up while you're traveling. And then you can open it and you have a big space in here for all of your cosmetics. I absolutely love this. I highly recommend it. I hope I can find it and link it down below so you can check it out. If not, just look for a similar one on Amazon or anywhere you shop. And I'll tell you what, having a place for my brushes made all the difference in the world, because I used to have a really hard time packing everything together and the brushes would always get messed up and I would go to use them and the bristles would be all over the place. So this has made a huge difference. The next item is a set of travel bottles for all your toiletries. Now, if you're road tripping, this isn't as big of a deal, but if you're flying and you want to bring liquids in your carry-on suitcase, you know that there are tons of regulations about how much liquids you can have. So if you go ahead and buy a pack of travel bottles, I have to apologize. For some reason, this is the only one I can find right now. I think I need to go get myself another new set. These are only a couple bucks, and you usually get a spray bottle, a couple of squirt bottles, and even some small little containers that you can fill with lotions or creams, shampoo, conditioner, anything that you need to bring and you don't want to bring the full-size bottle, you can fill up these bottles. Some of them even come with a tiny little funnel or a little scraper or a tiny little spatula that will help you to fill these up from your bigger bottles. I love these so much. I actually just keep mine filled and keep them in my toiletry bag. Come to think of it, that's probably where all the other ones are, in my other toiletry bag. And the next item I want to share with you is a set of clear plastic bags. Now, I'm sorry, this one's completely filled, but these particular ones came with our set of luggage that we got years and years ago. However, you can find a ton of sets just like them. So the reason I love the plastic or the silicone ones is because if any of your bottles or your creams or anything explodes in the airplane or happens to leak, it's not going to get into all of the contents of your suitcase and ruin all your clothing. Everything will be contained in here. If you don't want to get bags like this, you can even use larger freezer bag size. I've done that in the past as well. I love these because they zipper. They're really thick, rubbery plastic, good quality. I've had these for probably 15 years. As I said, they did come with our luggage. I'm going to find some similar ones and link them down below. These are great. You can put anything you need to bring in here. Makeup, lotion, shampoo, conditioner, hairspray, sunblock, anything you can think of. I also like to use the smaller one for putting all my tooth care stuff in one bag. I can go ahead and stick my retainer in here, my Sonicare toothbrush, my toothpaste, my mouthwash, and even my dental floss, and just kind of keep them all together in one bag so everything stays neat and organized. And the last item I want to share with you is bringing a pop-up hamper. So this thing literally just folds down like this, and then you can unfold it and it will pop up. This is great, especially if you're traveling with family members or kids. And what I like to do is take this out, unfold it, put it somewhere against the wall, and we keep all of our shoes in this once we're on vacation. What that does is it really alleviates always searching for that lost flip-flop. It helps you from leaving your shoes behind when you leave to go home because maybe a sneaker got stuck under the hotel bed. And it also keeps them from laying all over so you're not tripping over them in the middle of the night. This has worked so well for us. I absolutely recommend this. These are only a couple bucks, and I just go ahead and lay this down flat in my suitcase right on the bottom before I put anything else in my suitcase, and it takes up absolutely no room. That's it, guys. That's all my travel essentials. I hope you found some of these helpful. They have been such game changers for me, and even though I still procrastinate and put packing off till the very last minute, they make a huge difference, and it really does allow me to pack much more quickly than it did before, and unpack as well since everything is together. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'd love to hear your top travel essential. Let me know down in the comments what it is so I can check it out, because I'm always looking for more things to make my life easier. Have a great day. Bye.